Merry Christmas! I'm here this morning with some gingerbread with a delicious twist. If you love gingerbread, you surely must try this recipe. Gingerbread is usually made with molasses, spices and of course ginger. Loads of it if you're crazy about ginger. In this recipe, Alice Medrich gives it a delicious twist by adding some milk chocolate to the batter. Alice Medrich uses loads of fresh ginger in the recipe, but since I'm not much of a ginger person, I'm going to be using some ginger powder. The original recipe uses light unsulfured molasses, but since I was not able to source it, I have used liquid jaggery and it has worked fine for me. You can find liquid jaggery in organic stores nearby. I hope to try this recipe with molasses sometime. I want to play around with this recipe as well, and any updates I'll post it on my blog. It's a very simple and a quick recipe. Let's see how to make it. I have this 9-inch round tin here which I have lined with baking parchment. The sides have been sprayed with some baking spray. You could also use a 9-inch square tin. The oven is preheated to 180 degrees centigrade. So here are the ingredients for this recipe. You can find the ingredient list in the description box below the video. You could also read this full recipe on my blog. So we have some all-purpose flour or maida, there's some salt, there's some ground ginger and there's some baking soda. I have some honey. There's some really good moist brown sugar. This is jaggery liquid. You could also use light unsulfured molasses as given in the original recipe. There's the egg, some soft unsalted butter, some water and also some milk chocolate which has been chopped up. You could also use milk chocolate chips. This is the flour, salt, baking soda and the ground ginger sifted together twice. We'll keep this aside. So in this large mixing bowl, we'll take the sugar, the honey, and the jaggery liquid. We'll combine these three ingredients and then whisk in the egg. If using fresh chopped ginger, you could add it in here. And we'll keep this aside. We'll take the butter and water in the saucepan. It's important that the butter be soft and not cold and hard. If the butter is cold and hard, it will take longer to melt and then by that time you would also probably have evaporated some of the water. We do not want that. And now we'll whisk this hot butter mixture into this honey mixture. And now gently stir in the flour mixture. Be gentle. Stir it gently until it's smooth. And then fold in the milk chocolate. And then we'll scrape this mixture into the prepared pan. We'll need to bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. Make sure you have not stuck the toothpick into a chunk of gooey chocolate. That can be tricky. Do not overbake or the cake will be dry. And we'll place the cake tin on the cooling rack and let the cake cool. So now the cake is almost cool and now we'll invert this on the serving platter, right side up. Peel the parchment. And because it is Christmas, we'll dust some powdered sugar over here and place some gingerbread men. Alice Medrich suggests serving this cake plain when it is warm or even with some whipped cream or creme fraiche on the side. I'll be back with lots more recipes and tips. Please subscribe. Please stay tuned.